General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam Central Committee and State President Tô Lâm, with his spouse and a high-ranking delegations of Vietnam, will attend the United Nations Summit of the Future and the 79th session of the UN General Assembly, whole working session in the United States, and pay a visit to Cuba from September 21st to 27th.
General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam Central Committee and State President Tô Lâm, his spouse, and a high-ranking delegation of Vietnam will attend the United Nations Summit of the Future and the 79th session of the UN General Assembly, whole working sessions in the United States, and pay a state visit to Cuba from September 21st to 27th. The visit to Cuba will be made at the invitation of First Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Cuba and President of Cuba Miguel Diaz-Canel Bermudez and his spouse, according to a communique of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
8 pangasius exported from Vietnam have been exempted from anti-dumping tax. This is a good sign for Vietnamese pangasius exporter, as since 2003, several companies have been subject to anti-dumping tax. Pangasius produced by 8 Vietnamese exporters show no sign of dumping behaviors, which would give them an anti-dumping tax exemptions, according to the U.S. Department of Commerce. The U.S. Department will release the final result in the review in 120 days' time. The U.S. remained the largest single import market for Vietnamese pangasius, with total export turnover in August alone reaching $3 million, the highest since the beginning of the year and 15 times higher than August 2023. More than 200 foreign direct investment enterprises and leaders of the southern provinces and cities discussed at the recent 2024 policy dialogue in Ho Chi Minh City to find a way to improve the investment environment in Vietnam.
The 2024 Policy Dialogue Program was organized by the People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City in collaboration with the Vietnam Business Forum Consortium. Delivering a speech at the forum, Deputy Chairman of the Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee, Võ Văn Hoan, said the city has issued a Green Growth Action Plan for the period of 2024 to 2030 to implement the National Green Growth Strategy towards a sustainable development in Ho Chi Minh City for the 2021-2030 period.
The city will focus on high-value industrial sectors. Besides, the city shall encourage enterprises to switch from traditional business models to advanced, green and sustainable ways.
The city and other localities nationwide are ready to collaborate and accompany enterprises, particularly FDI ones, on solving difficulties and obstacles related to policies and support of FDI enterprises to enhance business production effectiveness.
I am a long-term investor in Vietnam. I have operations from the north to the south. We recognize that Ho Chi Minh City is the economic powerhouse of Vietnam.
The FDI business community said that Ho Chi Minh City and the southern provinces and cities have shown goodwill and improvement following the proposals of the FDI business community. However, under the new trend of development, there would be issues that provinces and cities needed to expand the geographical validity of work permits and ensure consistent application of legal regulations across provinces and cities.
Vietnam jumped 15 steps in Global E-Government Development Index. Voting for tourist destination in Ho Chi Minh City and Mekong Delta. Vietnam ranked 71st out of 193 countries in the 13 editions of the United Nations E-Government Development Indexes, up 15 places against the previous ranking in 2022.
With around 0.77 points, Vietnam ranks 5th out of 11 nations in Southeast Asia, up 1 notch compared to the 2022 rankings. The United Nations affirmed that the promotion of countries like Vietnam from the high to the very high e-government development indexes group shows success in terms of strengthening digital infrastructures, expanding internet connectivity, and applying strong e-government frameworks. In Vietnam, the development of e-government continues with efforts placed on offering online public administration services for the people, with around 16.4 million accounts registered on the National Public Service Portal.
The Ho Chi Minh City Department of Tourism just kicked off a voting program to select top tourist destinations within the city and 13 localities in the Mekong Delta region in 2024.
The event was held with the view to motivate businesses and service providers to elevate their service quality and cultural offerings. Additionally, businesses operating at tourist destinations are encouraged to intensify their marketing efforts, fostering collaborations with travel agencies and create new tours that entice visitors to linger longer and spend more. A total of 126 tourist destinations with exceptional tourism facilities and services are participating in this voting. This voting program is a central point of the collaborative tourism development plan between the city and the 13 localities in the Mekong Delta region in 2024.
That's the end for today. Thanks for your watching and see you next time.